Hey everyone, welcome to thelines.com. My name's Nicole, and in today's video, we have another March Madness history lesson for you. But before we dive into today's topic, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, give us a thumbs up, and ring the bell so you know every time we post a new video. Last time we took a look at the history between the number 1 seed and the number 16 seed, and now we're going to take it a little bit further and take a look at the number 2 seed versus the number 15 seed. But before we get into the history, let's take a look at how these seeds are actually chosen. Remember, this year's Selection Sunday is going to be on March 13th, and that's when we're going to know all the pairings for the first round of the tournament, and that's when everyone's going to be filling out their March Madness brackets. So who normally gets that 2 seed? The 2 seeds are likely coming from very big schools in the major conferences. They've either won the league title or conference tournament, or they might have come in the runner-up position. Now, this is because they have a difficult strength of schedule and they have a lot of high-quality wins during the regular season, and that's why they're getting seeded so highly in the tournament. On the flip side, if we take a look at those number 15 seeds, they've likely performed very well in the regular season, but they are coming from much smaller schools and much smaller programs, so they don't have those huge, high-quality wins on their schedule like the number 2 seed teams do. And let's be honest, if you ask about 95% of the people that are going to be filling out a March Madness bracket who those number 15 seeded schools are, or to name a player on one of those teams, they're likely not going to be able to give you an answer, and that's okay, but that's why there's such a big discrepancy between these teams when we take a look at the history, which is what we are jumping into next. So if we go all the way back to 1985, the number 2 seeds are 135-9 versus the number 15 seed. If we take it back to 2000, they are 78-6. So as you see, it is pretty unlikely that we're going to see an upset from the number 15 seed to the number 2 seed. It's a little bit more probable than a number 16 seed upsetting a number 1 seed, but it is why, for the most part, when people are filling out those March Madness brackets, they are going to be advancing those number 1 seeds and number 2 seeds onto the second round of the tournament. But remember, just because it is unlikely doesn't mean that it is impossible. And if you watched last year's March Madness tournament, we actually did have one of these very exciting upsets. So if you remember, number 15 seeded Oral Roberts took down number 2 seeded Ohio State 75-72. Now, the likelihood of us getting an upset like that in back-to-back tournaments is slim, but remember to just do your own research and make your best guesses when it comes to filling out your March Madness bracket this year. We will be doing more March Madness history lessons as we inch closer and closer to the tournament. That about wraps it up for today's video. I will see you next time.